Let's talk about dyspraxia and your smartphone. And here's a question: can your smartphone help with dyspraxia? And while you ponder that question, let me tell a story. Because your smartphone can be an asset, and I'm not talking in the financial sense, but you do have the tools to heighten productivity. And of course, this can help with dyspraxia. And I think it's quite transparent that smartphones are a massive business. And this means a huge amount of time and financial investment goes into a phone. For example, the technology of an Apple phone would cost millions. This is if you factor in materials, technology, salaries, marketing, etc. And these phones are made well for a reason. Each company wants you to buy their real estate, so to speak. And I would argue that phones are great for neurodiverse learners, and this means they are great for people that have dyspraxia. So let's analyze this train of thought and begin this journey. So here is the only philosophical economic idea that I will express in this video. Capitalism promotes innovation. Now, we haven't got time to explore this, but if we accept this premise, the better the capitalist society, the better the smartphone. I'm sure some socialists may disagree, but this is not that video. So let's get back to dyspraxia and smartphones. So the phone can be beneficial for the neurodiverse and the dyspraxic learner. And let's be honest, there are also dangers on the dependency on social media. And social media can be accessed on your phone. But that's a context for another video. So let's give some basic examples of how I use my smartphone in a positive way. So reason number one, as a visual and auditory learner, I access YouTube not only for entertainment, but also for education. So I watch videos on Malcolm Gladwell, I watch videos on Sam Harris, I watch videos on Dr. Craig, I watch videos on boxing, etc. So my smartphone is catering to my learning style, and this is relevant to dyspraxia because there is a relationship between your dyspraxia and learning style. Reason number two, I use Audible or the Audible app on my smartphone for books. Now, I believe that books do contribute to intellectual development. Now, we don't have time to go into the reasons for that belief, but books to me are a good way to feed the mind with culture and reason. And I'd be reading all sorts. I've been reading Viktor Frankl, I've been reading Ryan Holiday, I've been reading Robert DeBelly, I've been reading Malcolm Gladwell, etc. And here's the important point. The way you digest information can be affected by dyspraxia, so this is another way of removing that barrier. Reason number three, I use the note function on my smartphone. So this helps me to create shopping lists, this can help me to do to-do lists, and it can also capture quick thoughts. Now remember, there's a relationship between dyspraxia and memory, so this can be a really good way of removing that barrier. Reason number four, I use the calendar on my smartphone for various things. One thing I use it for is my YouTube schedule, and I use my work smartphone for my work schedule. Now, as dyspraxia can affect short-term memory and it can also affect organization, a calendar on your smartphone can be a really effective way of moving forward. Reason number five, I use the steps application to ensure that I reach over 10,000 steps a day. And to be honest, sometimes I do 20,000 steps, and I believe there was some research in Japan that states that this is an optimal number for health. I use the term believe because this premise could be completely inaccurate. Anyway, good health is important for everyone and is very important for people with dyspraxia because better health can improve memory, cognitive functioning, and the ability to think in a clearer way. And alternatively, bad health negatively affects all of those things. And reason 6, which is the final reason, is using Google Maps to find locations. As someone with dyspraxia, I can never ever find locations. So if I can't find a restaurant, I use my smartphone to try and find it. And please don't tell me the old-fashioned way of asking for directions. You know, let's create a scenario. So you ask a stranger how to get to a particular location and they say, take a left, then go right, then take the next left, left again, or is it right, then keep going left, then you will see some traffic lights and then it's on the left, I think. Yeah, that ain't gonna work for me. So the point of this video is to suggest that the smartphone can be a great resource for you. So with that being said, I sincerely hope this video provided value.